Okay, so I hope that we are alive. Confirmation will be very shortly, and I think that this camera right now working. Trust camera is seems that it's working. Uh, can I check audio? I'm not sure.
Working.
1, 2, 3. Okay, it works. So, what is all about? Last time, my live stream yesterday was pretty bad quality. What happened? Partially my fault, partially hardware issue. Hardware issue, I have extender for laptop, which is USB-C extender and providing 3 more ports for USB plus LAN internet cable. And it has also HDMI output, which I do not use. This extender has limited power, limited current available. So I connected HDMI to USB converter, USB capture card, and it cannot work together with this camera. But now I connected to another USB port, and now hopefully it will work. Another part is with losing synchronization between audio and video. So in the first minute or so, it is synchronized. But as time progresses, it is longer and longer delay. This is because I'm stupid. Uh, I did not show that when you attach to I have so I'm broadcasting from laptop, and my main computer is primarily for doing various jobs, Blender, whatever is needed, and there is a checkbox for hardware acceleration if possible, if available. I did not check that. After checking that, it goes very fast. I mean, delay is slightly few milliseconds. But for this camera, audio and also third part is HDMI capture. So now it works with hardware. Let me see, AMD Radeon GPU is 14%. Before live streaming is 9 to 10%. Memory 8.5, almost no usage of extra memory. CPU's 28, 27%, so that's pretty fine. So what I did today, this is Blender script, Blender Python script. It does many balls, spheres, and I can make animation. It is not baked. So practically I'm simulating gravity. Disperse about 500 icospheres in the space and let it coalesce due to gravity, artificial gravity, mimicking gravity. So it is 2000 frames long and it is in real time, but I'm not sure which graphic card. Let me raise task manager. It uses mainly I have two graphic cards, GTX 1080 Ti, and second one is RTX 4090. Second card, I'm using this card with for rendering, but main processor I think that use 33%. I'm not sure. So let's see something. This animation goes smoothly, but if I check colors, now it's stuttering because of cycles. If I switch to Eevee, maybe it'll go faster. Yes, let's go from the beginning. Now it's much faster. Okay, colors are not the best. And I hope that my camera actually doesn't cover important parts. Please tell me if it is not visible, if we want to see bottom right corner. So it is in real time, not using RTX 4090, pretty expensive graphic card. So let's first stop this and in preference select NVIDIA GeForce 1080 Ti. Oh, I cannot actually set for optics. Let's say for CUDA to see the difference. So I will use cycles, GPU compute, and press F12. Later we will ask ChatGPT whether it can modify our code. So let's see the difference between this 10 seconds. Interesting, interesting. Seems that it cannot get faster, but I'm not sure. I should to yes, exclude this one again, F12. I'm using only 32 samples because it is sufficiently good for the test. People using 4096 or more. And 12 seconds. Interesting. Can't believe. So let's check to CUDA RTX 4090. Must be much faster. Huh, maybe not. 7 seconds, 63% of the second. So yeah, it works fine. And this is CUDA. Let me see. Somebody said the optics is actually better. Yet first image takes few minutes until something is okay. I already started one frame, rendered one frame. So yeah, 8 seconds 56. But earlier time I remember the same scene was about minute or so or longer. So let's see what we have here in the scripting. This script I worked a few days combining various tutorials, and seems that it works, generating randomly spaced. Let me go to frame 1. If I remember, Control or Shift, yes. So it is randomly spaced many particles in form of I forgot to work in form of icospheres with various colors. If I press 0, it is camera. So how it looks, animation in cycles is pretty grainy. So let's say Eevee, because it is not complex so far, it works fine. I have already one video, short video, I don't know, half minute or so, of these particles. So it is a relatively easy task. What is the intention simulating this gravity? How planets actually forms? But I'm unable to actually produce heat by bouncing balls in the center. It will be very good that it can change color. Yet I don't know yet how to do that. Maybe artificial intelligence can help. Not sure. What we should do first? Go to scripting and copy all to see what artificial intelligence actually telling us. Oh yes, by the way, I changed my channel art. I'm not happy because it doesn't actually produce what I wanted. So let's ask what is Blender Python script. Pretty long. I'm skeptic about complete description because it is too long. For some reason, artificial intelligence begins to explain whatever. Oh, stop. Uh, okay, I first made in Croatian, so now it is translating in English. BPY. First clears all existing objects. True. I did that because if I change something, if there is no deleting all existing objects, it will multiply. Or I should manually delete everything. So first few codes are actually deleting everything and making new objects. Spawn new objects, OB, which creates and adds an icosphere with a random location, scale and mass to the scene. It also adds force effector with the same location and scale as the icosphere. The force effector applies a force to nearby objects, gravity, in this case the icosphere. Finally, the script calls spawn OB function 500 times, effectively creating 500 icospheres with force effectors in random location and scales. This will result in an interesting physics simulation of icospheres being affected by various forces in the scene. Oh, good. Now, let's ask what so okay make 1000 of course I can find various number to create. Return the following line of the code in range 500. Excellent. So let's try it. Like this, range 1000 times. So yes, gravity will be different for each where there is another one. No, the end is actually main function 500. Control S to save, Control Shift S to save gravity OB blend, save and execute. Blender working. Yeah, I wish that it is actually C++ or at least C. It will be much faster, but anyway. So this heap of objects should double, probably slowing down whole animation. But anyway, it may be hi Ivan, good evening. How I'm good, how are you? Oh, Danil Lukić, dobro večer, šta je sa RAM memorijom? Ne mora da znači da je GPU u pitanju. Yeah, I'm explaining to my friend Daniel Lukic what happening about previous day when it's working pretty bad. About RAM memory, it is actually software decoding. So this capturing card actually first software decoding, then software encoding back. But now it is hardware decoding. Let me check temperature 64. When started, it was 55 degrees Celsius on GPU 0 on laptop, but now it's pretty good. Excellent. So Daniel, do you understand what I said, or I should to translate to Croatian? And let me see, program still working? Yes, it is. It says unsaved. Oh, I saved. Maybe not. Yes, of course. North is the north. Of course, of course. This is a reference from some video game joke on it. Also, I hope that audio is good and that it's not too loud, not too quiet. Let me see. Latency. Yep, I have latency on the monitor different, but tell me whether on a slap hands does produce audio in the same time, or there is lag or delayed. Oh, it is finished, so let me see. Yes, many more objects beginning, and let's see animation. I didn't bake it, so it will be maybe slower. Yep. So by asking ChatGPT, it actually gives me change one code. Judging by yesterday experiment with Arduino, sometimes it produces code if it is within one page. I don't know, 50 or 100 lines long. But everything over that is not possible. No echoing. Good, good, no delayed. Thank you. So this animation in real time in Eevee, EEVEE, Eevee for short. So let me see right now, for example, pause here. How long will take in Eevee to render? 69% but 1 second. And let's check in cycles. GPU compute. For some reason I lost color. Huh. Those spheres are colored. Right now are black and white, I mean grayscale. Strange. How much? 8 seconds, 40%. Still good. Let me see. Shading. I didn't apply shading. Why I lose color? Huh. Not sure. Did I set color in the program? Select, delete everything. Objects, select all, action on this select. So once selected, I just deselect after deleting, and then adding camera, align, make scale, rotation, every position of the camera, data lens 35mm length, focal length, add light, sun, align board location, such and such, just data energy, PP context scene frame current equals 1. Scene uses gravity is false. Oh, it uses gravity, but in physics there is gravitation. If I'm using gravitation, then strength is not -1, but to get the same effect it will be something like a -1000 or something. So when I say use gravity is false, it's using gravity, but not gravitation. What is the difference? Normal, in quote, normal gravity is not completely Newtonian accurate. For example, if you put one sphere rotating around some object, it will lose trajectory and fall on planet, in quote. So if I'm using gravitation, then it works, but I should increase strength. This is some imaginary strength, not in meters per second or something, which is pretty strange. If I use gravitation, for example, I will check gravitation and let me do again. Probably it will not move that much. Actually, it moves pretty good. But I'm remembering that it actually doesn't work exactly. Oh, yes. Using gravity is false. Because if I using gravity, actually it falls down, not connecting each other. Sorry, I forgot actually why. For example, if I use gravity, I will switch to first one, and let me find gravity. There's bake and delayed bake. Let me see whether it works. Yes, it's actually baking during playing animation. Gravity. So if I use gravity, it will fall everything down. If it makes sense to you. For this reason, I put in a Python program use gravity is false. Now it works much slower. So let's change to, if we can pause this, Eevee. Let me check how much it consumes actually CPU time. 47, 60%, 65. Huh. There is certain mismatch between pretty good GPU and not so good CPU. CPU making all the baking on animation and everything. So pretty soon everything will fall down. And gravitation, maybe will produce better result. Yet it is pretty slow. I can bake it and it will take a while until baking. So let's follow this sphere. It goes down. Yep. Okay, I will stop this because it is pointless. Let me see, first 46 frames. If I can actually pause. Yep. Yes, everything coalesces but going down. So let's disable gravity and scripting actually to include gravitation somewhere here. And right now I will ask AI whether it can help actually to give us gravitation. Probably simple, but use gravity is false. Need to change the following line of code. Use gravity is true, but it's not my question. Affected by the gravitational force in addition to the force effectors. Gravitation. Okay, yeah. Maybe it will help. An additional force acts along with the general gravity. No general gravity. Force field set to gravitation. Yeah. The new force effector with the gravitation type by P object gravitation force align word location scale effector add force align word object field type equal gravitation. Should the strength of the additional gravitational force field strength is minus 9.81. Okay. So let me see something. Let me enable notepad plus plus to see copy code and notepad. Oh boy, now it is extended to 3 monitors. Let's move this out. New. Not there. Here. Save. Put on another screen. Oh boy. Now it is on big screen. On TV. No, what a problem. Where is now? Huh. Oh, never mind. Save file, no. Oh, mistake. 4 monitors and where is last one? Oh. Never mind. I think let me check this code. Object effector type is force, location LX L. Okay, so where I started to actually do, not here, gravitation, no. Instead this effector add type is force, location LX, LY, LZ, scale also. So this is this one, location 000, but I will not change that. Instead, I will leave it as is, but change this one. Ctrl C, object field strength. I will add it later. Gravity fall off. That's not. Force B. Control save. Control shift save. Should to save everything. Execute script. And should to enable gravitation. Physics, location, gravitation. Not gravitation. Multiple force by 1 divided by distance squared. And usually there is type. Point field force. How to enable? How to enable helper? Where is add-ons? Okay, let me consult internet briefly. Which computer to use? I have 3. Okay, this one. Blender Python, no. Suggestions. Problem with this. Sorry people, messed. I need to switch back to this monitor. Life's not so easy, but Python scripting, quick start Blender API. I forgot completely. I have here on this computer, on this laptop, how to use actually. When I put mouse over the certain Blender quick start switch scripting workspace. Suggestions. Python. Blender Python API. Let's see, tips and tricks. Use the terminal. You can interface tricks by P. You may have noticed to use the same method. Use external editor. Not. Let me try find it without help preference. I know that somewhere add-ons. navigation system. Oh, this cache is for pretty long actually video for tracking. Original memory is a little bit less, 4096 or something, 4 gigabytes. I have 32 gigabytes on RAM of PC, so I'm using most of it. File experimental navigation. I completely forgot this. I have enabled this function when I put mouse. It shows me Python. Import lib. I got completely wrong answer from Google. How to enable Python tooltips. From the toolbar of the precursor edit preference interface, you should see a checkbox labeled Python tooltips. Preferences interface tooltips Python tooltips Python. This is it. Save preference. So now now there is Python script helper. So gravitation is BPY data objects force field use gravity fall off. Not gravitation field type. No. So here is actually I will use wrong instruction, and I will use fall off. So this is now more accurate gravity actually. I don't know whether it's done, not yet. So there should be enabled gravitation by Python script. It's not so easy remembering what I worked a few months ago. Oh, sorry. Will disable my camera because it's exactly here. So I should to gravitation should be checked after executing this script. Yep, it's a little bit longer because instead of 500 icospheres there is 1000. Okay. Let me see performance of the computer. CPU 50%, GPU 0 to 2%, almost nothing. Good. It still works. So yeah, it will be much better that is actually C or C++, much faster. So right now everything's deleted, and not sure this light source is actually newly added or just not deleted, because I said in script every object should be deleted. We should wait a little bit. This fall off. Yep, I cannot access right now. Tooltip. So I think strength of the gravity should increase to, I don't know, minus something. Right now strength is 1, but this means repulsive, not attractive force. Yeah. Python script is a little bit slow. Okay. Let me see, gravitation is not enabled yet. But force 0.999 data object force will use gravity follow. Now I'm confused. Ooh, because repeat here said false. I'm so stupid, so blind. Sorry for that. I'm wondering why it is not enabled gravitation follow. Yeah, everything looks complicated, but in the case you want to start using scripting, Python script, you should do simple scene with 1 or 2 objects and slowly building up. And during this programming, I actually watched many tutorials, grabbing bits and pieces from various people about everything of that. For example, this line of codes you can get mostly when you hover tip of the mouse over the various aspects of the Blender, but not always. Also, you can check here command line what will happen. For example, spawn selected, and selected is where I cannot move right now. Script nor up nor down because it's executing, and now gravitation should be enabled. Yep, I added this word. This is what artificial intelligence suggesting. Type is gravitation, but it is kind of wrong instruction. Or I think this one disables immediately gravitation, no matter what in front. So it is enabled and disabled. My mistake. Oh, let's see. Python script is pretty slow. It will be beautiful that people who doing Unreal Engine 5 or later version, no matter which one, it actually works on Blender, so that it works much faster. But hey, I'm waiting a little bit. It is not due to live stream because OBS Studio working on separate computer on laptop, so only execution of this program is actually contributing to. Let me check again. Usage CPU 47%. Huh. How I can actually increase speed? Yes, now gravitation is enabled. Aha. Strength is -1. I don't want actually that it is actually too fast. Let me see. Eevee. It is not baked, so it will work slowly. What? What? Wait, it's repulsive force or what? Huh. Probably I also messed it somewhere else. Probably there is reason why I'm not using gravitation. Now I see that if I press pause, it's actually still working something. Pause. No. So it's producing 1000 aquaspheres. No, surprise that it's actually so slow. Or Blender in C++ or Unreal Engine having similar simulation of the physics in engine. Oh, seems that I press it, but huh, it just ignores me. Okay, let me see. First few frames. Huh, where it's going actually. Just vanishing. Okay, let's back to scripting. So this gravitation is actually was -1, selected object 0, object field strength -1. Yep. I will not change this to false, I will rather comment it. And let's see again gravitation suggested by AI. I'm in doubt. Not 92 line. Something is wrong. Huh. So let's back this instruction is false. In this case, artificial intelligence cannot actually do proper work for some reason. I just hope that it can work properly. Yep, now gravitation will be disabled and strength should be -1 here. So practically artificial intelligence is too far from human intuition. It may recognize what it works because it founds attractor, effector, attracting force, because field strength is -1. I can increase this strength, but then icospheres will move each to other too fast. Still not sure why CPU usage just 45, 48, less than 50%. Huh. And still working. Maybe I should start with 100 and check this gravitation, wrong instruction. Maybe I'm wrong in something. Right now it is before this mistake. Field strength equal minus 9.81. Field strength equals minus 1. It is intentionally lowered because if I put minus 9.81, it will mimic planet, not particle, like on planet. So particle should be actually minus 0.00, I don't know, 1 or something. Yep. It is generated minus 1, gravitation is off. So let's see now. It should to coalesce in the middle. This square, I don't know how big in meters, not sphere, cube, with randomly placed icospheres. And you can see that already it disappears. I don't know why. Seems that some particle is going. Oh, wait, let me check. General gravity. Gravity is disabled. By means of gravity, it is force which pull all objects down. But in physics, if I want each particle to attract each other, it should be set here 0 and here some number. But I'm not sure right now why particles begins to disappear. Let me press 0 to see camera. Oh, why? Or it disappears. Maybe it is actually in camera too far out of reach, so it appears that it vanishes because of visibility. Let me pause this if possible. Okay, let me find camera settings. Depth of field. Zero clip start and let's add some 0. Maybe this is problem. Let me jump to beginning. So bake it first 40 frames. Huh, it works. Okay, now I'm confused. Now, back to scripting. Reduce 10 times. Enable gravitation as suggested. And disable this one. Because my conclusion is wrong several times. Gravitation, something's wrong. Yeah, but see what it suggested. BPY context object field type equals gravitation. So it is wrong instruction. Just wrong instruction. Python field string use gravity fall off. That object force field use gravity fall off. Huh. So this is generally wrong recommendation by AI. Use gravity fall off equals true. just 100 objects. It should build very quickly. I think it is done. Now let's see. Camera 0. Hold on. Camera. Is there camera at all? Huh. Oh, something's wrong with gravitation. Probably it pulls or making something, so it should be still false here, because it doesn't work as expected. Let's finish it. Let's try again. Yep. Now it works with less particles, just 100. First bouncing off, then slowing down and attracted back. And in theory, this new formed ball of particles or sphere should be produce more attractive force. So each time it bounces, it should to be faster and faster. Or doesn't depend on mass, but gravity increases completely. So each particle has equal gravitation field of -1, probably -1 meters per second per second. Yeah. For this reason, probably it should be calculated mass by appearance of the sphere. Big sphere, more mass, small sphere, less mass, and so on. This is not scope of the video. Just that artificial intelligence is not yet baked, not yet mature sufficiently so that it can actually really help. It gives me just wrong results, and it is somewhere off center, because when I had 100 elements, it just even if it's randomly placed, it found some center where it's camera oriented. So let's try run script again. This should produce different randomly generated objects, and this means that let me set camera. Last time center is where was arrow. Where is arrow of the mouse? Yep, it will change because of just 100 particles, 100 icospheres. Yep, now it's a little bit lower, but now live baking during animation works pretty okay. So center is somewhere here, not here. Each time it will be at a different location. So why artificial intelligence actually suggesting this line? BPY context object field type is gravitation, equals gravitation, because it sounds logical. But I want to enable additional gravitation, not general gravity. Set the force type to gravity. But if in Python for Blender is not implemented this in this way, and yes, this is proper one. Let me see what will happen if I increase gravity. It will move much faster, I think. Let's pause this scripting and instead -1 -9.81, which is wrong. Like many Earths actually, too strong gravitational field. I bet it will be actually too fast or something, or bouncing too fast. Yes, pretty fast. But anyway, it works. So let me let's mix something. Manually enable gravitation. For some reason now particles doesn't disappear. Huh. So now you can see that strength is -9.81, which is the same here on z-axis, -9.8. It is rounded to -0.8. And let's move to the beginning. Try include normal gravity, like ground is down. It will coalesce, but it will fall everything to the ground. Yes, coalescing and going to the ground. Falling down. Huh. But not much. Let me see camera. Huh. This is interesting. It's just going slightly down. This is interesting. I don't know where is ground actually. This center of the camera, where it is location 000 XYZ rotation, something like in between, not actually falling to the ground. Huh. Let's disable gravity and it goes up. Cool. So it's baking again. Now it will oscillate up and down, and it will repeat actually from the zero. If I disable, let me see this active baking. Baking means calculating, pre-calculating. This is very interesting. So far so good. It mimics formation of the planet, for example, using 100 small asteroids or so, whatever. And already some objects getting in the orbit. Huh. Now center is here, not there is camera expecting to be the center. this is not the problem. Let me try again, use gravity, and it goes everything down, but last time it didn't fall completely. Huh. Oh. Yeah. Now from the beginning it begins to fall. Yet, after a while it coalesces here, slightly below the camera. Interesting. So at some point it's ignoring gravity, or here is invisible plateau where z is 0. Huh. So in vacuum this gravity should be excluded. Let me exclude this to see. Now it will bring mostly the center. But it's actually jumping up because sudden loss to natural gravity. Interesting. Yeah. Let me see scripting and copy paste this one and ask why this code doesn't work. Just to see, it will apologize. For example, general code for Arduino working good. We tested producing Morse code, it working fine, but on second or third attempt, not at first. So yeah. Probably this ChatGPT is not trained on Blender Python, Blender type Python. By means of Blender type, it is specific set of commands, specific library. That's why. I'm somewhat disappointed. It doesn't respond. Oh, it responded. Sorry. Confused. You're correct that you should use gravity fall off to enable additional gravitation. No, it makes. Oh, by the way, regarding my new look of the YouTube page, it is generated using my photo. Let me find these photos, for example. Wait. I'm using this photo, and it generates. I said man made of electronic parts and surrounded by electronics, so it generates something similar. Yet after 20 attempts, maybe 20, maybe more, I'm not sure, whole procedure was here, and it gives me various results. For example, man made of electronic parts. I complained that I have no blue eyes. I put another my picture, this one, and it is completely, not completely wrong. I mean, first it is younger person wearing glasses, not exactly the same, similar, yeah, and blue eyes. Then I complained, I said brown eyes, and it changed, but this is not me. I tried few times, let's preserve face expression, and no, just doesn't work. Sometimes this is half female, half male, I think, judging by hair. Then I said I'm 60 years old, and is that male or female character? I'm not sure. Tried few times, this is looking good. This shadow is because behind me was something, some elements, so it's interpreting correctly and guessing what is behind me. Then tried men surrounded by quadcopters, but instead flying quadcopters. I forgot that. This is some construction. Instead shadow, it uses shadow of the shelf with various things, electronics parts and other things, and just making some imaginary thing. That's cool actually. And some generations are better, some not so good. For example, this one is young person. Then I insist, I don't know what is this. Shoulder without head. But okay, and this is different type, just artistic. After few iteration I just gave up. This one is after I said it's 60, I'm 60 years old, preserve face, preserve look, but it doesn't look like me. Orientation of the head is okay, but just that, nothing else. And later I tried again, similar situation, not me. Then I typed hybrid between cat and human. So what is hybrid? Actually, two cats doesn't look like me. Probably this part is I don't know. AI thinks that it's another cat in the background. So try it again, and instead this background cat is actually body of the cat with some sort of glasses, but very distorted. But it's funny. And also this one, not me at all. And this is some random parts. Tried convince computer to mimic me. This man with a lot of toys around him, and around I did not specify in the space, so it looks like it I don't know, floating in the proximity. And this one man surrounding by electronics, so this is not bad, but Not even close. Much younger man. Glasses are somewhat okay. Then try this. And this is clearly female. I don't know how this happens. I have no idea why computer cannot recognize. I mean, do not know the difference between male and female. And this also younger person, also female. Yes, good looking, but this is not me. Surrounded by electronics. This is not me. Just pose is similar, but only that. And this is different. I have no earrings. Yet this part of hair maybe gives idea to AI to produce that, and the reflection here and maybe here and here gives some electronics sparks. And this is something completely different. This is after I asked it to make me as robot, but instead it just makes human figure plus robot. So this shelf is actually something here. Then again, half. This is actually distorted female. This is I just say programming Arduino. And this is some fingers distorted, whatever. So yeah, also programming Arduino, another attempt. So it is not that great. Base image. Let me use already this image again. To see what will happen actually. Generate. I think that programming Python for Blender is a little bit boring, requires a lot of learning and time to understand. Oh, what is that? Compare this photo with this one. I am not even close. But cats are head is okay. This one is little bit combination of two colors. This one is good, and this man is half cat. Okay, regenerate. Many cats. So let's see. Well, it is trained, but not exactly. Sometimes it gives good results, sometimes not so. Many cats. This is just two cats and something. And doesn't seem to have something here, like this pillow or whatever. Cats probably trained on some pictures of the cat. I have no blue eyes, I have dark brown eyes. Yet this reflection of monitor, maybe computers see like black eyes. So let's change this expression next to him. to see how it will behave actually. Dr. I, yeah. Do the robot, this is artificial intelligence generating pictures, or by itself or by a reference picture. For example, my picture, and it is modifying. Plenty of cats, many cats. So strange. I said brown eyes, having brown eyes, but cats have brown eyes, and this is still not brown. Let's regenerate. Person with brown eyes have many cats. Okay, let's rephrase. Person at many cats. So artificial intelligence is not so intelligent after all. I tried Wally 2 or Wally 2, I forgot name, and no, it is all the time server error. Oh, that is cool. That is actually cool. Haha. So I want to see person looking at many cats. Yep, I will save, open a new tab. I will save this image. So yeah, cat dream. Let me see what will happen if the same name is instead artistic, for example fantasy. Exploring AI. All possibilities. So basically it uses text to image. You describe what you want to see, and this is fantasy. Later we'll save it. Let's try regenerate using photoreal. Maybe, and it is effect strength 60%. If I put 10%, it's just my face without anything. If I put 90%, this is completely distorted image. Nah, I don't have a image of Julius. Oh, this one is realistic, yet doesn't look like me. Huh, photorealistic, yes, and probably somebody program is trained to this person. I should install stable diffusion, then train on many pictures of myself, so then we'll maybe produce a better image actually. This is not bad. Regenerate using not photoreal, stable, old. This is probably stable diffusion. No, I'm not sure. What stable diffusion does actually? It brings noise over the image. For example, over there is some noise and pull back image from the noise. In order to produce anything, you should to train stable diffusion. Okay, not bad. But yeah, cyberspace v2. This should be with lights and modern looking cyber. Text to dream image. No, it's no cyber anything. And no, not even close. Huh, only artistic. Try something else. Quantum. Not sure what will happen. Let's see. Maybe something good, maybe not. I think stable diffusion is actually free. This person actually resembles me somewhat. Not exactly, but some elements. Some elements, maybe. This kit is just... So the best effect actually is with stylistic, what is stable 2, V2? Let me try this one. So yeah, programming is difficult. This robot or artificial intelligence actually can understand to some extent the problem, but also I should to define better the problem. Oh, this is somewhat okay. Almost more and more elements. For example, this part of the face, cheeks, eyes are distorted, hair is different, ears, oh, what is this? I don't know, glasses are different. And let's back to artistic. I mean, it gives me the best fantasy world. Fantasy doesn't work that good. Yeah, we started with Blender and ended with cats. Oh, female. Now, how is that artificial intelligence doesn't understand gender? Person looking at many cats. Person. Yeah, pose is my. I mean head orientation, everything else, and it's just many cats. Huh. Blue eyes. Okay, yeah, basically not so useful. Unreal. Let me see again. Scale equals 1 meter by 1 meter and so on, but I'm using random. Location scale is S is actually factor, and factor is generated random uniform. factor min, factor max, factor minimum, factor maximum. This actually, yes, factor is minimum and maximum, which is defined 0.5 and 2, between the two values. So, what? AI cannot help me that much. I could reduce just 2 objects or 10 objects, for example. See how it will behave. It's equal to 0 for camera and baking in real time. My conclusion that this artificial intelligence should be trained even more. But the problem, I think, it is too much data regarding programming, world, and everything else. Now it moves slowly despite increased gravity. I think I put minus 9.81, yeah. And center is somewhere here. Because when I put 10 objects in space, in cube, it is randomly positioned. Let me see first frame. Where exactly? Yeah, no surprise that the center is somewhere here, because initially objects are close to that. Let's try again. 500. It will take a while to produce all. First it will delete everything, every object. And place again location. Now it will be slow because animation plus baking. So now, by placing randomly inside imaginary cube, it is mostly, how to say, spread evenly. So it will coalesce in mostly in the center. Slightly below. Why this is a Python script important? If you want to repeat the same parameters, I can put many aquaspheres or other spheres or objects, bricks, cubes, whatever. But cubes will just bounce differently. If I place by myself, I cannot mimic randomness. I will be biased. Okay, stop this animation and let's try scripting with cubes. So, where is icosphere? Delete everything, rotation, view, sun, align world, dot energy, scene, user dot, object, icosphere, add, mesh, primitive icosphere, add. So how to add object? Oh boy, I forgot. But actually, because messing with Unreal Engine and there is completely different object place, object asset parent collection relations. Oh boy. Huh. Add mesh. Icosphere. Python primitive UV sphere. Add. Where is the icosphere? Add. Cube is. Let me write on the paper because I cannot copy paste. bpy.ops mesh primitive cube add. Cube add. Where I was before that? Sphere, icosphere. Here I will copy paste this one. Put here. This put comment. Icosphere primitive. It should work. So instead spheres we have 500 cubes. I have some error. Probably I did not primitive mesh cube add primitive cube add. Oops, mesh. Did I mention mesh? Oops, mesh primitive. Subdivision is equals 3. Now scripting and add mesh cube and follow this command. Okay, can I copy paste? See to see what I messaged actually. Yep, parameters are wrong. Subdivision size is 2. I will not insist to make line world location subdivision 3 enter edit mode false. Let me try this one instead of enter edit mode. Maybe yes, it will work. So you can see that Python is not that difficult to understand, to find the help, place some cube or icosphere and see the parameters. So there should be no typo, no syntax error. Mostly there is syntax error. So location will be random and size will be random. There is no subdivision. Size equals 2. Yeah. It begins rotating some cube during collision. Just looking something maybe size equals 2. I should to remove that. Or I should increase range from instead from 0.5 up to 2, let's say 0.1 up to 5, to drastically change dimensions of the random size of the cubes. But anyway, I didn't include mathematic, so it appears that a small cube or sphere has the same mass as big one. If I want to mimic exact gravity, the same material like a rock or asteroid or whatever, I have to calculate actually small rock has smaller mass, big rock big mass. Therefore strength should be proportional to the size, to the volume. This is for next time. I'm pretty tired right now. I just cannot stretch my brain that far. So it's colliding, and I'm not sure whether I set bounciness correctly and stickiness. It has both sticking property. For example, if cube is damaged or sphere is damaged, it actually doesn't bounce that much. As is the case with the cube or sphere which is complete, undamaged. They say that ChatGPT stopped learning in 2021. It is too bad. I wish that they continue to actually train computer. Or better version will be that it trains, but people should to give feedback how it improve. Accuracy and knowledge. I mean, amount of knowledge is exceptional, yet it messes with simple codes. Since icospheres are replaced with cubes, now it is more obvious that bouncing is different, and it gains some rotation depending how it bounces. Wind factor is 0. There is many other things I should adjust to mimic real force, real gravity, real events. For example, flow. What this means? Flow. Flow of what? Huh. Force. Shape is point. Plane. Not sure. It is central point, center of the gravity, or center of the mass, or what? As I said, it should be calculated. Small object, small mass, big object, big mass. But I put just the same mass for all objects. So this means that big objects are light and bounces strongly. Fall off is sphere. Cone, sphere, tube. What that means? Z direction, both Z. This is maybe for gravitation or fall off. Ah, sphere from the center. Okay. Fall off power. Huh. Maybe I should increase fall off power. So this means that two objects that are initially close will attract strongly, yet objects which is previously pretty far will almost not move at all. This will be more accurate. Yet I cannot do it with 500 elements. Okay, this animation, it will continue to rotate. We'll stop right now and back to, I think, spheres. So comment this one delayed because I messed it. It says subdivision, but this icosphere has subdivision of 3, size equals 2, whatever. Okay, let me see something. 100, I think it generates pretty far power. Let's first execute this because I did not include power, which is BP data objects force 099 build follow power. Huh. 0. Is that 0.099 or 099? Never mind. Let's try 0 for camera. Okay. Now let's say 1. Let's get to the beginning. I cannot see the difference. So again, let's say 10. So this means that this particle, this object, whatever asteroid, should almost not move, but these two close should be attracted quickly. Huh. No. No, I cannot see the difference. Maybe I should zoom out. No, every object is attracted equally. Let me increase. I don't know. Power 10. Board Z. What about minus 10? Not possible. Oh. Maximum is 10. Yet I cannot see fall off. Power should be minimum distance, for example, 10 meters, maximum distance let's say 100. Can't see the difference. Maybe I'm wrong about something. 0.1. Oh, some objects moving pretty fast. Let's say 10 meters. whatever means fall off, it doesn't work as expected. But z direction is both z. Maybe it's working in conjunction with disk gravity. Not what I wanted. Both z direction. Huh. If general gravity, this means that, for example, here is platform. When you rise, if it's fall off at some distance, at some height, it doesn't attract, doesn't fall to ground at all. But power, let's put to 0, and it doesn't produce desired effect. Of course, only 100 objects. Baking is pretty fast, and I bet that rendering animation will be fast as well. But the final result doesn't resemble planet or something, maybe. And I save strength minus 9.81. Dampening factor. Force, flow, noise seed. Noise amount means that it has variation, but I will not include noise variation because I should to calculate. So bigger objects, if the same material, for example rock, has specific density of 2 to 4, for example, but let's say that it is all the same material, so some density of about 3 grams per cubic centimeters or whatever, then it will move differently. For example, big objects are attracted, but due to inertia it should to getting accelerating slower. Yeah, this is for another video, another stream. What was my intention at first? To mimic, for example, planet formation, then colliding two planets. And I already saw that it is pretty slow. I mean, 500 particles. Today increased 1000. It is incredibly slow. Imagine a few million particles. Not possible. I mean, possible, but waiting too long. Then it resembles some sort of whatever gravel. Now full animation, so it is baked actually. I can induce, in quote, induce baking here, calculate everything, but it's automatically baking during animation. Can change frame per second, for example 120. In theory it should increase speed, but it is not. Why? Or reduce to custom, for example custom 1 frame. Oh, custom FPS 1. Yep. Huh. with base 1 frame or 24 or 240. Seems that it has some limit how fast can actually step 1. If step is 10, this is 24 frames per second. Every 10th image is shown. So yeah, we can speed up and if we render this animation and play at 24 frames per second, it will be just like slow motion. So let's back to 24 to normal speed. Let me to see one more thing. 100. No, I should do collections. Let me see something. 200, 100 objects. Yes, every time it's recalculating because I set all objects and deleting all objects. If I do not delete, it will multiply every time. I mean, add more and more elements. Range 100. Yeah, people, I have lack of ideas. I'm just tired. Now local time is 40 minutes after midnight. This clock doesn't work. 43 minutes 30 seconds after midnight local time in Croatia. I have lack of ideas. Yep, people. Okay, thank you for watching, and next time I will prepare something new, maybe more interesting. This programming is pretty difficult. And not so entertaining. Okay, people, bye bye.